One of the common questions that I get asked is how do you promote your YouTube video after you've released it so that you can get more views? Because after you have uploaded a video or after you have live streamed, that's not where it ends. You need to do stuff to promote your video so that it can actually get more reach. And I'm going to walk you through my top 7 ways, and these are the top 7 ways that have worked for me and I feel get me the most reach and get me the most views. So I'm going to share them with you today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Nguyen, and I help you build your business using video on social media with ease. And all of the links and all of the timestamps for this entire video will be in the description, so make sure you check that out. And let's get right into it. So the first of the 7 ways that I love to use to promote my YouTube videos with, and it's one that I find that is probably underutilized and underrepresented, so hence I'm giving it a little bit of representation on today's video, is audiograms. And audiograms is probably, just incredibly underutilized. And let me show you what an audiogram looks like and how you can actually use it to drive more traffic to your YouTube video. So this is an example of an audiogram, and this is my Instagram page, and this is an example of an audiogram that I have currently. And you can see that it's got, text, and it's got a sound bite. I'll play a little bit now. To create, it's going to take time for you to improve. Are you willing? And it's got that little, movement of the sound wave here, and it's got the text as I'm speaking. And I find that audiograms are such a great way of creating a little snippet of your YouTube video, a little snippet of your live stream, and being able to share it on Instagram, being able to share it on Facebook and drive traffic back to the video. And the reason this works so well is that you're able to give people a taste of what the video is actually about, and then tell them, this is a soundbite, or, this is a piece, watch the full video on YouTube, link in bio. Or if it's on Facebook, watch the full video, link in description, or wherever it is. So I find that audiograms are so great. I've been using them a lot in the last week, and they have really been a game changer because one, they're just, they're this fantastic piece of content, and they give people a taste of what you're like. And people love audiograms. They love it because they can read the text. A lot of people, particularly on Instagram, they'll watch it on silent because they're probably, at work, or they're probably at the dinner table, so supposed to be paying attention. So they'll have it on silent, but they'll be able to read the actual text. So this gives people a taste of it, and it's a great way of creating content and driving people back to the site. Now, how do I actually, here's another example of another audiogram that I have. So it doesn't have to just be that audio wave. It can be something like this, where it moves along with the text, and there's lots of different software options to create audiograms with. But the one that I love the most is a provider called Descript, right? So Descript is probably the best audiogram software, and they're more than just an audiogram software creator. I use them to edit all of my podcasts, and they've really changed the game in how audio editing, video editing, and captions and audiograms are created. So if you're looking to create audiograms, if you're looking to create podcast episodes, Descript is a fantastic service. Check them out. Highly recommend them. I may even do a tutorial on them because I'm so in love with them at the moment. They're just a fantastic offering, and you can create your audiograms really quickly. They've got free and paid plans, and the free plan will get you, will get you through for a little while. So highly recommend Descript to create your little audiograms to promote your videos with. Now, the next type of way that I highly recommend that you use to promote your YouTube videos is video stories, right? So it's video stories, whether you're using video stories for Instagram, whether you're using video stories for YouTube video stories as well, or you're using video stories for Facebook, right? And I find that after you've uploaded the video to YouTube, or after you've live streamed, creating a little video story, you could still be in all your makeup if you wear makeup for your videos, and just telling people what the video is about, kind of like this, right? So that's a great shot of me there. So this is just a snippet, and in this one, I'm just telling people about the actual video, that what they get. So holding back a little bit because it's a little bit more complicated. And really, it's a bite once again of, hey, I've just created this video, or I've just uploaded this video, I've just live streamed. Here's what we kind of talk about and why you want to listen. Check out the link. Link is in bio. This obviously for Instagram, or check out the link. The link is in the description if you're doing it on Facebook. Really great way. It adds that little personal touch. People like to see you, and do you have to do it as a video story of yourself? No, you could always do it as as an image, or like a video, animated video that says, new video and what it's all about. But I like the personal little video stories because they show that piece of personality, and it kind of, draws people in to say, hey, what's going on? So definitely recommend trying to utilize video stories to promote your latest video and drive people back to YouTube. So that's definitely one that I highly, highly recommend. The next one that I want to talk a little bit about is probably the cousin to the video story, is a teaser post. And once again, this is both for, multiple platforms. This is for Facebook, and this is also for Instagram as well, and other networks that allow you to post to. And what this looks like is, let's have a look at a teaser post. So this is an example of a teaser post on my Instagram page, right? And here it is. It's, an image with a little bit of animation, and I tell people what the video is about. So new video on YouTube, how to schedule Instagram posts using Canva, link is in bio. And it's just, once again, telling people this is what it's about. It's giving people variety. So it's not all just you talking head saying, go watch me, go watch me, go watch me. There's a bit of movement, so you can have that variety to promote your actual content. I find that these work really well and break it up because, once again, it's that visual. It puts you in the picture. Ideally, I'd like to see you, if you are the brand of your channel, in the actual post, because it's what it's all about. That makes you different. It makes you stand out. And this is what it kind of looks like. How do you actually create these little teaser posts? This one I created in Canva. Massive fan of Canva. As you know, if you've been on the channel before, I do lots of Canva tutorials, and I use Canva to create all of my graphics, pretty much. All of the graphics, all of the social media posts, all of my YouTube thumbnails, because it's so easy. They've got amazing templates, they've got amazing elements, and you can check out the link in the description that I'll put to my free 45-day free trial of Canva Pro, the paid version, if you want to check them out for yourself. So that's the next way that I recommend that you go ahead and promote your little YouTube video. Let's go to the next one, and this is to embed your video to your blog. Now you may be saying, what is she talking about? So let's talk, let me show you. So I'm talking about taking your actual YouTube video and then embedding it onto your website as a blog post, right? So this is an example of one. And you can see this is for the video, should you create a YouTube channel? And I've got the video here so people can, watch the video here. And if you scroll down, you'll see within the body of the post that I've got timestamps, links, as well as a transcript. And why do I do this? I do this for a couple of reasons. One, embedding the video, into my blog post is another social signal for YouTube that, hey, people are watching this, people are engaging with this. But more important than that is that it allows me to try and rank this page in Google search, because people will find the videos within Google. People will find the videos within YouTube, and, all things, if I do it well, then there's a chance that I can rank this page or this post so that this post can also rank in Google as well. So it gives me another chance at showing up when people are looking for the content. And if they click on the blog post, if they find it in Google, then they can see the video there. So embedding it to your website and blog post is definitely a great way of driving traffic back and, driving traffic to your site in general and having more content. So definitely recommend that as a way of promoting your video and getting more of your content out there. Okay, let's look at the next one. So the next one is probably one that's really underutilized that I use all the time. And this is to create Pinterest pins. Now, I think that people don't understand Pinterest and think it's just a a pin board where crafters share sewing patterns and recipes, and that's not actually true. It's actually a fantastic search engine, and it's actually a fantastic place to promote your content as well. Now let's have a look at how I would recommend that you do it and have a look at what I do. So this is, I know there's a lot going on here, but this is my Pinterest profile, and as you can see, there are a lot of pins here, and I do a combination of things. So I actually share my video directly to my Pinterest board, like this one that you see here. So this is the actual video that I've shared directly. And in addition to that, I will actually create an image in Canva because that's my tool of choice. And the image will have a link that goes to my blog post that has the embedded video. And I'll create, lots of pins. And this gives me, once again, chances to be shared to different boards on Pinterest, chances for my content to get shown, and chances for people to click on it. And that's the big thing. And that helps drive actual traffic to your videos, actual views to your videos. And it's one that's really underutilized, but I think it's so easy to do. You should give it a go. So yeah, definitely recommend Pinterest as one unsung hero of promoting your YouTube content. Now let's have a look at the next one. We're almost there, my friends. Oh, this next one is another really underutilized one as well that people don't quite realize is there. So, and this is to use the YouTube share section, right? So this is one that I think definitely gets definitely gets misrepresented, even though it's right there in front of your face. So if we go over to my YouTube channel, this is an example of one of my videos. If you have a look and if you scroll, you can see underneath every video, not just my video, you'll see there's this share thing here, right? And if you click on this share thing, let's call it about the share thing, that's the technical word, I'm pretty sure. And you can see there's, you can share it to Facebook, you can share it to whatever this social platform is, LiveJournal, Pinterest, there's Mix, Blogger, Twitter. What I do for every single video is I share it across all of these platforms, or most of these platforms. I don't share across all of them because some of them aren't relevant, but this is another way of creating that social signal for YouTube, showing YouTube that, hey, this content is being shared, and also, creating that backlink for your video so that it can continue to, get reach and get seen. So I recommend that you sign up for these accounts, share it to these accounts as relevant. So I don't do it for all of them, but I do it for a lot of them. For example, I don't do it for Reddit because I don't find that the audience on Reddit are quite my audience, but I definitely do it for, I definitely do it for Twitter. I definitely have a blogger post. I definitely have a mix post, and choose the ones that are relevant for you. And for every video, share it across that platform. So that's one that I think is a nice, easy one that people don't even realize that they can use. And that's another way of getting your video out there, creating that social signal for YouTube to say that this video is awesome, people are sharing it. So that's what I would definitely do. Now, let's talk about the last one. And I want to spend a little bit of time talking about this last one before I actually go and wrap up today's video. So the last one that I want to talk about is sharing it to online communities. And when I talk about online communities, this is really broad. This means Facebook pages, Facebook groups. This means forums. This means, communities where audiences hang out online. And I say this with the caveat that I want you to share your video to these communities, but what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to be spammy, right? This is not about you just throwing your link out to the video to every single group, because why? That's not going to help the right people. That doesn't look good on the video, and it definitely doesn't look good on you if you're just throwing your video, and it doesn't make sense for you to actually share it. I also am not a fan of the groups where it's share the video, watch my video, and I'll watch yours. I'm not a fan of those ones either, because I don't find that they're necessarily the right audience. And long-term wise, it's not going to help your video. It may get you 5 views, 10 views in the short term, but long-term wise, that's not actually going to help you. I would rather you participate in a community. For example, I am very active. I create a lot of StreamYard videos, right? So it would make sense for me to be active in a StreamYard group and where appropriate, share my videos there. But not every week spam go, hey, check out my latest video. Hey, check out my latest video. We don't want to be spammy, and we definitely don't want to be like pushy with our videos, and we need to share it where it makes sense. So join the groups, join the communities, engage and share it where it makes sense, not just for the sake of sharing. I don't want to see that. That's not what I'm saying. So, but definitely use online communities where possible to actually promote your content. So those are my top tips for how you can promote your own YouTube videos. So I talked about creating audiograms, which fantastic way of a little snippet, give people a taste of the good stuff and tell them to watch the full video on YouTube. And you can do this for both Facebook and Instagram as well. Works really, really well. Video stories, you can do that for Facebook. You can do that for Instagram. Absolutely love it. Teaser posts, so just creating a little, static graphic or maybe a graphic with a little bit of animation telling people what the video is about and that it's available. You've got to tell people. You've got to tell people that your video is there. You've got to tell people what it's about and why they should listen. So teaser posts are great for that. I talked about embedding the actual video to your blog so that you can get more Google juice. You can get more SEO juice. Really, really handy one. I talked about Pinterest pins. So creating pins on Pinterest, sharing it directly to Pinterest and letting Pinterest give you a little bit of traffic love and a little bit of, juice to help promote the video as well. We talked about sharing it across the share section in YouTube because that's really underutilized, but a great way of actually creating those little signals for YouTube. And last but not least, online communities where you're not spammy and actually adding value and contribute to it. So those are my top tips for promoting your YouTube video. I hope that you found these really, really useful. And if you found this video useful, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please drop a comment below whether you are watching the live stream or the replay and let me know, which of these tips are your favorite. Which tips do you do? And are there any ones that I've missed? Let me know if I've missed any ones where you're like, you haven't talked about this and this works really well for me. Definitely share it and we may feature it in another video. And while you're here, make sure that you grab a copy of my YouTube Creator Blueprint. So I really, love this download that I've created for you guys. It's free and it shows you how to go from stuck and overwhelmed to being a thriving, profitable creator on YouTube. And that's free. The link is in the description and on the screen. And that essentially wraps up today's video. Thanks everyone for joining me here today. And I will see you in the next live stream.